People come here and say, I'm a spiritual president. I hold the key to the... It's a big lie.
It's a big lie.
No matter know how the head of cobra is, elephant can never use it as a chewing stick. You know yourself. How powerful you are, keep it to yourself. You've not even traveled. I have forcefully come here because I look like Yendi. It is the mother of tradition. I say it.
Yendi is the mother of tradition.
I can say, boldly say in the whole West Africa, even in Africa.
No, but if you say the whole West Africa, you don't know how Nigeria is. You don't know how Namibia is. You don't know how Gambia is. You don't know how Togo, Benin. You don't know how Sierra Leone is. You don't know how Mozambique is, you know.
I have not traveled a lot, but with few countries like Nigeria, Benin, I have traveled there. Sometimes I do questionnaire research. Oh, how is this? But from my perspective, I feel like my town, Dagbon, because I can see it is originated in 1250 AC, yeah. 1250, that is in the 11th century. Unlike South here, Ashanti Kingdom was, it was 1670. So looking at the two comparisons, we have 420 years older than Ashanti Kingdom. Dagbon, I mean. Yes, so what we do is that, or what I have, the feelings I have, and the research from my grandfather, from the Gongong beaters, mostly they know the history of
They know the history of culture.
Yes, and from the way I've related, I say I'm from a royal family. Related myself to the elders and the advice and the history I asked. I've come to conclusion that Dagbon is the origin of spirit.
Dagbon is the origin of spirits.
Yes, I see. I don't want. I'm not here to make any battle or to say this town is this, this town is that. Yes, because some people come here and mention their town, and we battle with the Gombes, where I belong to, and their drum is with us. In Kumbungu is there.
It's there.
Any native
So the Dagbons are different from the Dagombes.
Is the Dagbon is the town.
Okay.
And the Dagombes is the people.
The people.
The people.
So you're a Dagomba.
I'm a pure Dagomba.
You're a pure Dagomba. And Dagbon is the town.
Is the town.
And you are saying that culture begins from Dagbon.
Dagbon.
Dagbon is the mother of tradition.
Yes.
In the whole Africa or West Africa.
I say in the whole Africa.
In the whole Africa. That is a very bold statement.
Yes.
You know. So what are the limitations of your powers? I mean, you sound very enlightened. You sound like, you know, like you said, you've done a lot of research. If you would be honest with yourself, myself, and our audience, what are the limitations of your powers? What can't you do?
Okay, what I can't do is I can't raise a dead person. But in some situation, I can raise a dead person. I can raise a dead person in some situations.
What situations are those?
You know, we say witchcraft, witches. It exists. And no witch or no wizard can kill you naturally. My brother, they only make you to stop breathing. They'll go and bury you. Immediately they buried you, you'll be awake. Islamically, I learned you'll be awake for 40 days. You struggle for 40 days before the angels will then take you.
But you would have been dead. It's not your spirit that will be awake, but you would have been dead. If you stop breathing, you are dead.
You are dead.
Yes.
That is it. So that's what I'm trying to explain. If you are being attacked by a witchcraft, where they say you have died, and I happen to come and see you, I will know that the man or the person lying down here is not a natural death. With that situation, there is a way that will follow to kill that spirit they use on you, so that you wake up. And that one, I don't say I have raised you out from a death. I will only say I have rescued you from a sickness. That is it.
You say you've rescued the person from a sickness and
not
raised you from death. Yes. Because you are not dead.
Yes.
That is what, but that is, you can do that too, but you can't raise someone from the dead when the person dies naturally.
Naturally, yes.
There's nothing. I mean, and I doubt if anybody can do that.
Everybody will join the ancestors, even the one talking. I will join my ancestors.
Yes, eventually. Oh, no, very soon.
Not if I say very soon can be 1,000 years. Just like my grandfather did. As of now, he's with the ancestors. He's in the second world.
very soon can be 1,000 years.
Yes, yes. If I say very soon, not tomorrow.
So is that the only limitation you have?
I think that is the only thing that, you see, there is nothing that man sit and imagine which doesn't exist. It's not everything like, okay, this one is Cutlass proof or this one is gun proof. And you have the object. There are certain things, my brother, you call the spirit, you talk to the spirit. This is what I want. So if the spirit, if you yourself, like you've not gone for it, but you have spirits, you have genes that you do communicate to. So when you call that particular spirit, they are also in a world, like they are also in their world. So, okay, I want something. This is what somebody has come for. And I feel like you are the one person, you are the only thing that can help me out. Even if that particular spirit is not having it, my brother, I'm speaking from reality. It will also go to the colleagues. He know him, he know them. Okay, this person too, just like we human beings, this particular person has the most powerful when it comes to this aspect. Yes, so you go to one particular spirit to get it and then come back to me. And then can inculcate it to me before I can also use it to rescue somebody. So I said it's only death, naturally death, that I can rescue somebody. But aside that, I don't think. Only sometimes, like, if the situation or whatever, what you want is very hard, sometimes the only thing that they might give you what you need to gather before that thing is done, which might be very hard. Like people sit here and say they give 50 billion to Ukraine people to settle peace in Ukraine. It doesn't. I'm not saying that there's nothing that can be used to settle the peace in Ukraine, but from my perspective, even if that is going to be the sacrifice that is going to be involved, because we have issues that are from gradual, like this one is smaller one.
Yeah, that the bigger one, then it grows. Yeah.
The Ukraine-Russian war we are seeing, there is nothing that can be done with it with a little sacrifice.
It has to be a big sacrifice.
It has to be, yes.
It has to be a
major
sacrifice.
The bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the problem, the bigger the sacrifice demands. Just like when it comes to the money aspect, when you need we have money like the money you were getting daily. That particular thing, it depends. Sometimes it can be one day, every day you're removing this amount of money, or weekly, and it looks so funny. Somebody will say that like it has an expiry date. No spirit has an expiry date.
Spirits don't expire.
It doesn't expire, unless of course you have gone wrong to them. Don't sleep with a virgin girl, or don't sleep with a virgin girl. Don't sleep with a woman without bathing and come to touch me. They will give you what they don't want. If you do that, then they might run away. But for them to expire, I don't think.
They don't expire.
I've been with.
Because we've had people who say they have some powers that they give you, but you need to renew it every 3 months. After 3 months, you need to come and pick a form, and then they'll renew it for you again.
Sometimes that's another thing. Tradition has nothing to do with form.
Tradition has nothing to do with picking form.
You see, papers on
Chichaha,
all those
you are opening keys, so like you are hitting the matter right on the. Tradition has nothing to do with picking forms.
Yes. Even if we say we are succeeding from our grandfathers, I think that time there was nothing like pen and paper. There was nothing like reading and writing. So the only thing I think is for us to use the writing to help the people in need.
So because there wasn't reading and writing and there wasn't pen and paper then, we can't have pen and paper or reading and writing now?
We can have reading and writing and our knowledge. Sometimes some people have quick memory, or like short-term memory. Sometimes I do have records of some of my things. I am educated. Okay, this particular spirit, before you could you do it, these are the things you need to buy. Sometimes it's not necessary in a paper. I do in my phone note. I'll write them. Sometimes, though, you can call the spirit itself to remind you the items you need
to buy
to do the work. So, but sometimes if you are in a technological world, you can type it. But somebody like to come and join your court, you come to buy a form, you be coming to renew. What are you renewing?
The spirit.
I don't know. We don't renew spirit. In which way? If you said you have a timely, a yearly sacrifice, I understand. You are empowering the gods. You are giving them the food. But if you should say they should come and renew it, that way renew, I don't understand.
You don't understand.
I don't understand.
So anyone who talks about renewal when it comes to spirits is lying.
I don't usually say people lies because they say English is dynamic.
Right.
I said you do make sacrifice,
Yeah.
a yearly sacrifice or weekly sacrifice. I'm sure, per what I explained, it might be what they wanted to explain. Because sometimes they say English is dynamic. I might say something, and the way I mean it might be different from the way that person will understand it.
Will understand it.
So I don't usually.
But there's a way to speak to have universal meaning.
Yes.
You know, so that what you mean would be the same as me. If I listen to it, I'll get the meaning. If Kweku listens, unless you want to sound ambiguous, then you throw it in the air and allow people to take whatever meanings they want to take from it. Now you've spoken about your limitations. You can't raise the dead. Now, what is the strongest power you have?
The strongest. I can say the strongest powers I can do, like just close my eyes and open, is to chant a girl.
To chant a girl.
I started that one. It's even in our community, even a small boy. Like from our community, especially in my family, even 4 years, 5 years will have it. Or to knock you and you go down. You know, they are the basis of spirit.
They are the basis.
Yes. Before you you be empowered into the spirit world, the first thing we call it the artium. I don't know whether you people believe it.
Right.
You have sex with a lady and maybe you will pulse all over your body. That is the first thing it's just like the way, it's something like a baptisment. Like the way you baptize.
You baptize.
Yes. So that's the first charm they will do. It will purify you. It will block you away from whatever you are going to do, even if that thing is not true. When they give it to you, it will become reality. So that is the first thing that they will do to you. So aside that, we have that fighting that we call it chore in our language. You just mention the name and knock the person. In case of fight, the person will go there. Sometimes you cheat and all those things. And the other one is chanting, like charming woman. That one is even if I am not with anything, I can chant a woman. I can. Yes.
You can
call the woman.
You can call a woman and she will just.
And they're fighting too. Yeah. Wherever I am. Sometimes even call some of the spirit. It will appear in your ring.
To appear in your ring.
Yes. I can remember the first time it appears in my ring when I was in SHS. Yes. We had an inter-house competition and a fight happened and it appears. That was my first time. I was like, my grandfather enjoyed staying with my ancestors. That was my first time of seeing that particular action. It appears. People were like, oh, Charlie, stop. I was just trying to knock the guy down because if you knock the guy down, nobody can touch him. As part of the item that we used, there was this fish in water. When you touch it, it will shock you. It was there. So anybody, if you knock him down, anybody touch him, it will shock that person.
It will shock that person.
Yes.
Because you use the fish that shocks to do that medicine.
It was part. So
it was part.
In my own, I didn't ask him, but in my own understanding, I feel like it was because that shocking aspect is the reason why it was part of it.
So you've started this for long?
My brother, I said I started it when I was even in 5 years. Yes.
So have you swallowed things?
If you see my stomach, because my stomach is big. That's why I said, yes, I've swallowed a lot. My friends tell me, go for gym. I say, my brother, the stomach you are seeing is far beyond gym. Nothing can make it go down.
It's not an ordinary stomach.
Not an ordinary stomach.
What are the 3 weird things you have swallowed?
Yes, the Cutlass.
You swallowed the Cutlass?
Yes. The gun.
You swallowed the gun?
Yes. And that one I just tell you, the fighting issues. That is the